you guys? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. Every day, just more and more is coming out about Jenelle Evans and her son, Jace. We found out recently that there were calls to CPS. Jace released messages between him and his mom, Janelle. Well, not too long ago, he made a post on Instagram about his mom. And he did say he is back in North Carolina. That's what reports came out yesterday to say that Jace was sent back to North Carolina. So we're going to get back into it, you guys. We're going to talk about it. If you haven't been keeping up with the situation, a few days ago, Jace Evans, he made a post saying it was time for the world to know who his mom really is. We're going to look at the post really quickly, and then I'm going to update you guys as to what he said just a few minutes ago. Well, about an hour and a half or two ago, he made another post. So we'll go over that one as well. But I want to bring it back just a little bit to kind of tell you guys where this started. So we know that since Janelle has been living in Vegas, Jace has ran away several times. The last time he ran away was back in May. And then after she got him back, he returned home on like a Thursday. That Friday, she had him on a plane to go live with his dad, who he had only met twice in his life. Once at birth, and then again when he was like 14, and then when he moved in with him. Janelle, she did all these interviews where she was like, oh, he's doing great with his dad. Him and his dad get along so well, blah, 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 blah. They're fishing, they're doing this, they're doing that. They're just having a great time. When in reality, that is not what was happening. There was someone on Reddit claiming to be Andrew. I don't know if it really was Andrew, but there was someone claiming to be Andrew saying that just things did not go well with Jace there and that Janelle played an impact on it. So I don't know what that means. But so he lived with his dad for less than 2 weeks, then ended up back in North Carolina, then ended up back with Janelle. Since living with Janelle, there's been more issues. Jace's 16th birthday was just a few days ago. You guys. Janelle, his mom, took him out on a helicopter ride and then to a dinner. But later that afternoon, she brought him home, dropped him off with the kids, and she had to go pick up her best friend, Tori, from the airport because Tori was moving in with her. So she picks Tori up, and then her and Tori, they go and party the rest of the evening on the day of Jace's birthday. And since Tori has been living there, they have been partying every night. Tori and Janelle partying every night. Jace posted these messages to his Instagram just a few days ago. This is Janelle right here, and we went over this before, but I just want to kind of back it up a little bit so everybody knows kind of where this started. Janelle said, just like the way you lied about David strangling you, you make things worse on yourself. And he said, I never lied. He tried to do that crap. And Janelle says, I was standing right there and have Ring camera videos. And Jay says, okay, nice. Yeah, you were standing there yelling in my face, cussing me out, just watching things happen. And then Janelle said, but go ahead and test me. And then you can't see what is after that. He goes on to say, I don't care about Kaiser and Inslee. I care about my health and my living situation. I don't need you. You don't need me. And I don't understand why you're doing this. Just because I'm telling the truth, you're crazy. And Janelle says, you're the one saying you're going to have my custody taken. F you. So she tells Jace, F you. And he says, got it. Thank you. And she says, you won't get a damn thing from me anymore, including a phone. He says, got it. Then Janelle responds after Jace puts all these up. Janelle responds. She says, my children are my whole world, and everything I do is to try to protect them, guide them, and love them. Like any parent, I set rules and boundaries, and sometimes that isn't easy. Jace posting our private text was his reaction to being rightfully disciplined. And while it hurts to see those moments shared publicly, I know it comes from a place of struggle. Navigating Jace's different medical diagnosis has not been easy, but I have never stopped fighting to make sure he has the resources, love, and support he needs. I will always stand by him, and no matter what challenges come our way, and I will continue to work on being the best mom I can be to all three of my kids. I ask for empathy, kindness, and prayers during this time, not just for me, but for Jace and our family as we work through this together. And it ends with, recently, he's also been in trouble with the law these past few months and is having a hard time adjusting to the rules set before him. I've been trying everything to help him navigate it, but we are butting heads in the process. Please give us grace at this time. This is hard on all of us. So this is what she posted, you guys. And what's wild to know that she posted this is she was already planning to have him gone. She's posting this, "Oh, I will always do the best for my kids," but she's mad at Jace. She gets mad at Jace because for some reason. After this happened, we found out that CPS was called on Janelle. It was reported that she was partying every night with Tori and that Jace was allegedly watching the kids at times. Now, the Ashley's reality roundup, her source told her that the call came from inside the house, that it came from Jace. Now, I don't think the Ashley would put that out there unless it was known to Janelle. I feel like if somebody went to me or most media outlets and said, "Yeah, the call was Jace, but Janelle doesn't know that," we wouldn't report that. We would just be like, "There's calls to CPS." None of us would out Jace for being the one calling unless Janelle already knew, and that was the reason they got into the argument. That's what I think. I think Janelle knew Jace called, and that's what started the argument that led to him releasing those text messages. But Janelle's posting this stuff. In the meantime, she's planning to ship Jace off because that's what she did. She turned around and she sent him back to North Carolina. And he is in North Carolina. All right. So Janelle Evans' son Jace sent to North Carolina immediately after releasing text. Here's what's going on. Good point. How is she standing by him when she sends him away every chance she gets? I agree. Jace Evans is once again on the move. The teen son of Janelle Evans is no longer living at the fired Teen Mom Stars Vegas home following an incident in which Jake leaked private conversations between him and his mother that showed Janelle in an unflattering light. TMZ broke the news on Wednesday, and the Ashley can confirm that Jace has once again been shipped off to North Carolina. Although whoever leaked the story to TMZ told the site that Janelle allowed her son to go back to his home state because she thinks it's for the best. The Ashley sources tell her that's not exactly what happened. Sources tell the Ashley that Jace was on a plane within hours of him leaking the text messages on social media. Janelle told him basically she's done with him and that she wants nothing to do with him. That she wants nothing to do with him. As the Ashley previously reported, the text showed Janelle telling her 16-year-old son F you and calling him a liar and more. We've already looked over those. The person who leaked the story to TMZ painted a picture in Janelle's favor and told the site that Jace's move was mainly because he's currently on probation. But the Ashley sources say that wasn't the reason Jace was sent away. The source did confirm that Jace is on probation. However, it was okay for him to leave the state. A judge will need to approve having the probation officially transferred to North Carolina. TMZ reports that Jace will have to take anger management courses as part of his probation requirements. As the Ashley previously reported, Jace called CPS on his mother for frequently leaving him to watch his younger siblings, Kaiser and Inslee, while she partied hard nearly every night on the Las Vegas Strip with her pal Tori Ryan. TMZ denies that Jace called CPS on his mother, but the Ashley sources tell her he did. After CPS was contacted, Janelle was pissed, and that's when she cussed him out and basically told Jace he's dead to her, the source said, adding that Jace then posted the text online to show how my mother really is. Janelle later claimed that Jace did it out of spite because she had punished him. Soon after, Jace was on a plane. She was done, and he wanted to go back to North Carolina, the source said. As Teen Mom fans know, Janelle's mother, Barbara, who raised Jace for the majority of his life, lives in North Carolina. Not only that, but his father, Andrew Lewis, recently moved back to the Tar Heel State where most of Andrew's extended family resides. So Jace has plenty of family and friends there. Janelle sent Jace to Florida in May to live with Andrew, but he was only there a few weeks before he was sent back to Las Vegas. Janelle told the media that Jace learned his lesson about how Andrew is and that he didn't want to live with his dad anymore. According to the Ashley sources, though, that's not exactly how it played out. Jace did not want to go back to Vegas. He has never been really happy there. And when Tori moved in earlier this month, things got even worse for Jace. The Ashley is not revealing where Jace is currently staying in North Carolina, but according to her sources, he is safe and very happy to be there. They're hoping him living there will be made permanent. The Ashley is not sure how custody child support will work now that Jace is living in North Carolina. Update. Janelle took to X to respond to the Ashley's article. So Janelle responds to the Ashley sometimes. Gotta love when people put words in my mouth. I love all my children equally and would never deny any of them once again. The Ashley's article is a lie. They always lie. This is why everyone else gets the real exclusive and not that website. This is my son's father talking to the tabloids once again when he's not even allowed around his own son unsupervised. All right, so let's go to Instagram to see what Jace had to say today. As you can see too, Jace did, well, somebody deleted Jace's post. The post stayed up there for like 24 hours, if not more, but they did get deleted. Love you, Colton. It was deleted, but his story now reads, this is his story now, 3 hours ago. Crazy how my mom blocked me, but I'm doing a lot better. Just an FYI, back down in North Carolina. But I just don't understand why my mama keeps putting up with all this BS. She needs to let everything go. She shut my phone off because she's mad, but she keeps posting stuff on she keeps posting stuff, stupid stuff about tabloids. I don't give a F about this crap. Nobody in my family is doing that. So think what you want to think, but the truth is the truth. You're never going to like it. You're never going to like it. Sucks to hear that, but like I said, the truth is the truth. She just needs to stop posting all this stuff. It's over. I'm back in North Carolina, and that's that. She's scared for her own loss. The fact that he has access to the internet, like I'm telling you guys, not that I wanted this, but I always felt like it's only a matter of time before Jay speaks out. It's only a matter of time. Like I knew that, and there was a part of me that was like, that's scary, because we don't live in the house and we don't know. And now if Janelle was some like decent mom, then I would be like, what's going on here? But she's not. She sold the story. You guys, this is what he's talking about. Let's go look at her Facebook. 19 hours ago. Jace moved back to North Carolina. Details below. Why is it Janelle? Look, read here why. She's selling the story about her son going back to North Carolina. She's selling it. Meanwhile, if the son or TMZ reaches out to Barbara for a comment and she says, "Oh, I'm just worried," Janelle goes off. If Janelle's sister Ashley does a video and says something about it, Janelle goes off. But Janelle continues to sell stories about Jace, her own son. Somebody said, seems wrong to clickbait this. His loss. You're a great mom, Janelle. Wow. Who makes a social media post about this? Somebody said. And then these people don't know how it works. Like, oh, that's not her. That's one of those sites that posted. First off, Janelle, like, you can tell people that work with those sites, they just post all kind of stuff. Janelle, like, posts mainly about her stories. I mean, yes, she posts some stuff, but most of the stuff I feel like that she posts, the clickbait, is about her life. And she's selling it. She's contacting the site saying, do a story about this. They're doing it. She's posting it, and they're both making money. Thank you, Toasted. Think the school would call CPS on Janelle. Well, Jace is no longer in school. Yeah, Janelle doesn't have time. Like, what is she doing? Why doesn't she have time? Look at how much she goes out and parties. If she don't have time, it's because her party, and it's not because she's so busy doing anything else. Didn't someone say she was going to use this as clickbait? I did. She's so predictable, but we're not really surprised. Yep, I said it'll be clickbait. And somebody said the article is exactly what's being talked about. Jace moved back to North Carolina, and them talking about him going back to North Carolina because Janelle sent him. Is that clickbait? I mean, technically, no. But the site that she's using is a clickbait site. Like, they will post all kind of crazy clickbait. Jace should sue Janelle for all the stories she sold about him. I mean, yeah, Jace is homeschooled now, or did he drop out? He would be in 11th grade, I think. I'm really not sure. Well, I guess he dropped out because he made a post, like when his younger sibling started school, he made a post saying no more school. So I think he may have dropped out. Defamation is a crime in Vegas, just so everyone's aware. I want to look something. I saw that, Taylor. I saw that Rue had said Tori moved out. Yes, her other kids are in school. Well, no, it says that this is my son's father talking to the tabloids once again when he's not even allowed around his own son unsupervised. So, no, yes, she is talking about Andrew, but how is he not allowed to be? Hold on. So, Andrew is not allowed to be around Jace unless it's supervised, but you sent him to live with him. I mean, yeah, he was living with his mom, but you can't expect that his mom would, constantly be there to supervise 24/7 if they all live together. Yes, Andrew moved back to North Carolina. Right, like, you're gonna go send him to live with Andrew, but then and like, "Oh, but it has to be supervised." But yeah. Right, she's a liar, you don't know what to believe. But Jace's post, we're gonna read it again one more time. My thing is, like, how do you post saying, "I'm always here for my kid, I love my kids," and then you cut their phone off, send them to North Carolina, and block them, and block them, and block them. I mean, this is a 16-year-old, like, you cut his phone off and then block him. I guess he gets another phone, or maybe she blocked him on social media, I don't know. Alright, so he said, "Crazy how my mom blocked me, but I'm doing a lot better. Just an FYI. Down back in North Carolina, but I just don't understand why my mama keeps putting up with all this BS. She needs to let everything go. She shut my phone off because she's mad, but she keeps posting stupid stuff about tabloids." I guess that's what he's talking about. Like, you literally, my mom is posting clickbait, posting all these articles about what's going on with me. I don't give a F about this crap. Nobody in my family is doing that. So think what you want to think, but the truth is the truth. You're never going to like it. Sucks to hear it. But like I said, the truth is the truth. She needs to stop posting all this stuff. It's over. I'm back in North Carolina, and that's that. She's scared for her own loss. She's scared for her own loss. Oh, Colton, I read that he didn't have another child, but maybe he did. I feel like I read an article just like a couple days ago about Andrew, and it said that Jace was his only kid, but I could be wrong. She's the one that went and told TMZ or whoever about Jace's mental health, but in the same token was saying respect his privacy. Janelle is the problem. Exactly. Absolutely. Toasta says, think Janelle is worse off than her drug days. This whole thing reminds me of the whole Destiny situation. Would you interview Jace? I would interview Jace once he turned 18. Or if he got like emancipated or something, then yes. Thank you so much for the super sticker. But to talk to him at this age, imagine blocking and cutting off your child and hating on them on social media. I can never, no matter what he did. That's wild. I just can't. Could Jace move out of Nevada? I thought he was on probation. So you're supposed to get a judge to sign off on it. Whatever judge put him on probation, you're supposed to get them to approve a transfer. And here's the thing: the Nevada judge could say, "Okay, yeah, you can go back," but North Carolina has to accept him. And the fact that she sent him off so quickly, I'm like, did she get approval? Did she really get approval? Did North Carolina accept it? Because that's paperwork. That's paperwork. You know what I'm saying? You have to contact the probation officer and say, "Hey, he wants to move." And they have to figure out, okay, where's he going? Who's he going to be living with? He's 16. He's on probation. He's got to follow rules. So they're going to verify that he's going to be somewhere where he can abide by these rules and he's going to stay out of trouble. And then the probation officer has to put in the request to the judge. And then that judge has to approve it. But then the probation officer has to send in a request to the North Carolina probation office. And they have to get it signed off over there too. And the fact that he was sent so quickly just kind of makes me wonder, like, was it approved? What relative is he with now? If it isn't Barb, I don't know, but you guys know that Janelle's sister Ashley was just saying the other day that she would take him. I don't know that she has, but yeah, he does have to take anger management classes. She might, Emily. I do too, Amber. Now I get why Andrew moved back. Maybe he will rotate with Barb and Andrew. Yeah, they're saying that he's happy where he's at and he's safe. So I don't know. We don't know what he's on probation for. I have a feeling it could be. He's ran away several times and the police have had to get involved to look for him. So I just wonder if maybe it's something like that. Like, dude, you keep running away. He's gotten in trouble at school a couple of times. So repeated generational cycles and trauma. Very sad. I don't know, Caroline. Janelle's sister Ashley, like, she has 2 jobs. She has her kids. Now, I've seen some people say some things about her. I I've watched her several times, her TikToks or whatever, and I do know she used to work at a mental health facility. For a while, she worked at a mental health facility, but, I don't know I don't remember what she does now. I think she still works at a hospital, just not the one that she used to work at, but she's got, like, decent jobs, like, good jobs from my understanding. Yeah, she was in the chat the other night, but she did say she would take him if need be. The sad part is that the law will not favor Jace, so if he has had problems regardless, they're related to Janelle, he will still be blamed. I agree. Was it from running away? Because when I was 15, I was Jace running away, skipping school, and they put me on pins. Pins is run by the probation officer, but it's a program for minors. That's very possible. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it was something like that. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. I would love for somebody to go on a cruise with her and confront her. She can't go anywhere on a boat. Oh my goodness, that would be wild. So now the burden of getting him to his probation requirements falls on somebody else. Yep, whoever he's living with, because he'll still have to report. I mean, he'll still have to follow all the rules. He does not go to school, per his post from the other day, where he said something about being done with school. No mo school. That's what he said. He said no mo school. I want to look at something. Is it known that Janelle's ever been diagnosed with anything? Years ago, back on Teen Mom, she was diagnosed with bipolar. I think that's all, but then I remember her saying she did not have it, so huh. I'm wondering if Tori and Jace left at the same time because who had bets on how long Tori would live there? I gave it 2 weeks. Guess I would have lost that bet by 3 days. Somebody said, "Was I right? Did she fly back to North Carolina with Jace?" And she said, "No, Tori has a car." Rue says Tori has a car. Isn't that funny though that around the same times Tori leaves and Jace leaves and they both go back to North Carolina? I'm wondering what's going on with that. I'm wondering if Janelle started freaking out on Jace and Tori stepped in and was like, dude, this is too much. Like, you're doing too much. And then they got into it and Jace and Tori left together. Hmm. Right, B? Isn't it ironic? B, remind them about that hype thing. I don't know what it is. B, can you tell me what tell us about the hype thing? YouTube's got a new feature where you get free hype points or something, and you give them to your favorite creator. And you can, if you give them to me, the more I get, the more I'm put out there in the YouTube algorithm. That's my understanding of it. Is that correct, B? Janelle wouldn't be stupid enough to leave Jace with Tori, would she? Oh, yes. Yes, she would. Yes. She left him with Andrew. She sent him on a plane to live with Andrew without even scoping the scene, without even going herself. To ask if Janelle would be stupid to do something concerning Jace, it's yes every time. Yes every time. Yes every time. Absolutely. I thought Jace wasn't a fan of Tori. I mean, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just curious if that's what happened. I'm just curious because they both left around the same time, both went back to North Carolina. And then someone said, did Tori fly back with Jace? And she said, no, Tori has a car. She didn't say, no, Tori took her car and Jace flew or whatever, but I'm just trying to figure out. So, part of my understanding about the hype points you get so many free hype points to give to your favorite creator. Like, I don't think you have to pay for them. They're just free from my understanding. So you send them to your favorite creator every, when they're live or whatever. And it just helps my channel. It really helps my channel. So you guys do that if you don't mind. And give me those hype points. I really don't know. Did Tori call CPS on Janelle? I'm not sure. They said it was coming from inside the house, but the Ashley's source said that it was Jace, so I'm not sure. Got you, got you. I wonder if Tori drove back to North Carolina with Jace to drop him off to a farm. Or very, very well. After the live. Okay, so you have to do it after the live. So after the live, please hype Elle up by going to the comment section. Swipe along to hype up. It is a free way to support your favorite creator. So if you enjoy this channel, if you like watching me, please hype me up after the video, you guys. Watching some of the early fights between Barb and Janelle recently. Poor Jace. Both of them were so out of control. I know, it was so bad. It was so bad. Oh, in my opinion, anyone shooting OF possibly in the same home as a minor child should be charged with child ABUSC. Elle, you get all my hype points when I figure it out. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. After the live, you have to go to the comment section and I think swipe the hype up. Let me see. I won't be able to take any calls. I have to jump off, but let me see. We're going to start doing calls again. I'm going to at least do calls at least once a week, minimum. If I didn't have to jump off because we're going to have to leave in we got to leave in like an hour to go to my son's ball game. And I have to record some TikToks before. So I have to get that done. That way on the way to the game, I can edit the TikToks. I won't be driving. Oh, oh my goodness, Amanda. Amanda. That was exhausting. Just to put that out there. Why does Janelle so much? Why does Janelle so much about custody? She clearly doesn't enjoy parenting. This actually makes Janelle look worse. Her obsession about custody. I think that's all that it is. I think if Janelle was not famous, she would not have her kids. In my opinion, she would not have her kids. If she was not a known figure that people follow, I feel like once her and David split, she would have let Inslee go with David. Kaiser would be with Doris, and she would be living her life. I feel like that's what would happen. 100%. I feel like the only reason she has those kids and she fights for them is because she don't want people to see that she's not a good mom. She don't want people to know that. She wants people to think, "Oh, I got pregnant at 16 and I did my best. I beat the odds. While I had to sign custody over of my son for a little bit, I ended up getting him back, and now I raised my kids by myself without any help." I think that's all that it is. I think she's never wanted to be seen as someone that didn't want her kids. When in reality, I think that she don't want to. But anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Jace has mental health issues, and that is their whole problem. Jace doesn't want to listen to his mother, so it's not just one sided. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, Bubbles, absolutely. Jace does have mental health. He's ran away several times. He's damaged the house. I'm definitely not saying that he's, you know, completely innocent, but he is 16. And my thing is, like, if you have a son with mental health issues, why are you inviting your friend, your party friend, to live with you for y'all to go party every night? You should be working on that. Have him in therapy. Help. Try to give him stability. But she's making him babysit the kids. So it's just like she's not even trying to help him, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys if I don't hop on over the weekend. It'll be Monday. But if something big happens over the weekend, I may just have to hop on and update you guys. But yeah. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on my other social media platforms, and make sure you hype me up at the end of this. Bye guys.